Hey, welcome back. We have an additional segment today for our 1 hour show. I'm Patrick Hunter. I am your host today for the International Wealth Builders Association. And what we're going to do now is if anybody wants to call in and has a question or a comment that they'd like to do, call now at 888-909-1050. That's 888-909-1050. And as I was talking about early, that we're into a different market. There's completely different change that's going on in the area. Like I said, you got to check with your local market. If you want to find out what's going on, get a hold of, I can refer anybody to a realtor in their area, even another state. But if you want to get your education on, again, go to internationalwealthbuildersassociation.com and go ahead and become a member while it's still affordable. Also, what we're looking for out there, if you want to put in an application to possibly start your own chapter, we'll go ahead and interview you if you want to start one in your area. Right now we're in Southern California. We're going to be opening up one in San Diego. We're going to be opening up one hopefully in Orange County soon. Right now we're in Temecula, which, by the way, if you're in the Temecula area and you want to come to one of our meetings, we're having a really nice one coming up on the 27th. We're going to be doing a Chamber of Commerce ribbon cutting at 3 o'clock at the Southwest Riverside Association of Realtors building there in Temecula, Marietta. So if you want to come down and meet us personally, we'd love to have you come down. Again, that's going to be at the Southwest Riverside Association of Realtors building. And immediately following the ribbon cutting, we will have our live International Wealth Builder Associations meeting with different topics, networking. You can come in, you can pitch whatever you want. If you have an investment project that you'd like to get help on, any of those things, we can definitely do that for you. Again, that's July 27th at the Southwest Riverside Association of Realtors. So again, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and give us a call. We have our toll-free 888-909-1050 number. And if you're local here in the area, you can call us at 909-792-5222. That's 909-792-5222. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions that come in. We've got a caller coming in right now. Are you there, caller?
Hey, this is Marie.
Hey, Marie, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm so excited that you're hosting this radio show, and just wanted to let you know that we're actually having our ribbon cutting ceremony on July 27th.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I'm so excited about this. I think it's going to be a great platform for a lot of people that wanting to learn real estate investment. The fact that you're there who's going to be training and educating a lot of people, and also Steve Matley, who's also doing the same thing. We've had a lot of great city officials as part of our, panel discussions, and it's been a great experience so far for us.
Absolutely, and I love the way we brought in all the local city development folks to explain what their process is, because it's different in every city. And our panels, you can ask them questions. These are people that normally you just can't walk into their office and get answers. But if you come to our meetings, we have them there, and they're more than happy to talk to you about developing your own properties, to getting permits, all that sort of stuff, as well as some of the consultants we have, which are experts in that process. So anything you want to do, come on down. We'd love to meet you. Me, Marie, Steve, we're all going to be there. And we all have a diverse background in real estate, marketing, everything. We're all experts in different fields. If one of us doesn't know the answer, the other one will. Is that right, Marie?
Yes, and I also would like to thank SRCAR, which is the Southwest Riverside County Association of Realtors, for sponsoring the location for us. And with also, very thankful of the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce for doing this ribbon cutting ceremony for us. So I'm excited to meet all the members of Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce. That would be awesome.
Absolutely. Anybody who's a member of the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce, Marietta Chamber of Commerce, come on down. We'd love to meet all of you, find out what your business is. We're going to share what we do with you, and we want you to come down. We're going to have some food and snacks and some drinks and some great networking.
Awesome.
If you want to meet people, they're going to be the place to do that. If you want to learn anything about investing, if you're a beginner and you're flat broke and you have no concept of what type of investing you want to do, all the way up to, like I said, if you're a billionaire major project investor, we can get everybody to rub elbows and educate all of you on.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Patrick, and I'll see you then, okay?
All right, Marie, thanks for calling in. If anybody else wants to call in, has any questions or comments, our toll-free number is 888-909-1050. That's 888-909-1050. And if you're local and you want to call in, if you're in the Riverside, San Bernardino area, and you want to call 909-792-5222. Great. Anyway, as I was saying earlier about the changing market, if you have any questions about what you think is going to happen, I think that the market is slowing down. I see the signs. I see the statistics out there. If now, like I was talking to my partner Richard here, who's the property manager, and he tells us that all the moratoriums on rental evictions are done, with the exception of California's a little wonky. They like to protect people a little bit longer. But so if you're a landlord and you want to sell your property now, we can definitely help you do that. If you need to find a tenant, we have agents that have all kinds of potential renters for you. We can handle that as well. So the real estate market is definitely on the change. So that's what we're going to do, is cover that. What's happening with interest rates? Do we see them going up higher? Absolutely. Interest rates will continue to go high. The fact is, like I said earlier, if somebody was able to buy a $500,000 house, they now can only, with interest rates, can only buy a $400,000 house. All right, we have another caller coming in. Tell us who you are and what you want to know.
Oh, I'm Ken. I'm from Hemet. I'm thinking of moving to Texas.
Great.
Do you think the out-of-state market is a good place to be, or should I hang tough out here?
Well, that's a good question. Basically, it's regional on every level. Have you done any homework in Texas? Are you off air? Well, I guess he left us. Anyway, Texas is definitely a unique market. They have a completely different way of taxation and that kind of stuff, which, by the way, they're trying to eliminate Proposition 13 here in California, and Texas is actually trying to duplicate Proposition 13. Like I said, I'm not a financial expert on that, but I can tell you that the real estate market is definitely changing, and it is regional. So consult an agent in your area, a realtor, to find out. And if you want to get a referral to an agent in any state, I can do that for you. Just send me an email at info@megalithic.us. That's info@megalithic.us. We're here on the International Wealth Builders Association's radio show and podcast, and we're looking at the market, what's happening out there. So where I live in Temecula is completely different from one neighborhood to the other. You have different taxation because some of them have what's called Mello-Roos, which basically Mello-Roos is Mr. Mello and Mr. Roos got together and wrote a law so that developers could actually keep building houses. What happened in the 70s is that they would run out of money because they had to do the streets, the sidewalks, the lights, all that sort of stuff, and then the developer would be broke and could no longer build houses. So they came up with this law so that they could actually float bonds that would be paid off by the end user, which would be the home buyer. So Mello and Roos came together and put this ordinance together so the developers now could float this bond, generate the money, sell it out in the public market, get the money to develop the streets, the the lights, the parks, all that sort of stuff, and get a development built so that they could have new homes and new structures in there, put in parks. In California, we're dealing with a drought. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but one of the big things they do as far as developers is they have to have a recapture. In other words, if you see a baseball field that's in the middle of a big hole, that is a water reservoir catch that goes down to the aquifers underneath the ground. Anyway, this is Patrick Hunter. I'm your host here for the International Wealth Builders Association.com podcast and radio show. If you want to become a member, just go to International Wealth Builders Association.com, sign up and become a member. And if you want me to come and speak at one of your group's organizations, or sign up for one of my YouTube training classes, or you want any kind of information from me, if you want some expertise, get a hold of me at send me an email, info@megalithic.us. That's info@megalithic.us. Again, I'm Patrick Hunter. Thank you for having me today. I hope you have a great weekend, and let us know about all your investing questions and needs at International Wealth Builders Association.com. Have a great weekend, everybody.